Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 hockey season replay on the channel. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Final brings us back to the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, where the New Jersey Devils are trying to avoid going home down 2-0 to the Atlanta Thrashers in this best-of-5 series. That would be all but a stranglehold on this series that the Devils can't afford to have. So we're expecting a sellout crowd here at State Farm Arena tonight as the Thrashers look to take a stranglehold on this series. Game 3 of this series will be on Thursday at the Prudential Center in Newark. Fans are filing into State Farm Arena tonight to answer the question of, will the Devils go home with a chance to win the series, or will they be going home in danger of being swept? Fans are electric here at State Farm Arena tonight, so let's get right down to the opening face-off. Face-offs are +1 to New Jersey. That is a 17. That'll be an inferior left defenseman win over to Enstrom, and we're off to start the first period. He will lose that over to Green. Green with it for the Devils. Actually, opponent defense 10. Green will take the puck away, but it'll be an outside shot only. 7. We'll lose that over right back to Enstrom. Enstrom, possible breakaway. Left wing of the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more. Bergfors is a 4. He's alone on Brodeur. 5 is a goal on a 1-11, and no! Brodeur making a great save. He will hold on. We'll take that face-off to the right of Brodeur. Arena groans. Ugh. A 19 will make the fans cheer, though. Bergfors will have that for the Thrashers on an offensive zone win, and here we go. Passing D. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for Parise. Parise will zip down the ice. Throw that at the net. That's an 11. Save made by Hedberg. That'll go over to Kubina. Kubina for the Thrashers will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Zajac. Zajac steps in to hold it in. 6 is a save made over to Afinogenov. Afinogenov looking to get the Thrashers out of the zone. Opponent defense 1. Parise will intercept that on an outlet pass. Afinogenov will try to intimidate. Afinogenov will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Afinogenov for Atlanta, trying to get the Thrashers out. Passing F. Outside shot for Bergfors. Bergfors will try to make a pass. Passing L. He will lose the puck over to Zajac in the neutral zone. Zajac will lose it over to Antropov. Antropov for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 8. Zajac will take the puck away. Outside shot only as he zips in and throws it at the net from the point. 6. Save made by Hedberg over to Afinogenov. Opponent defense 6. Parise will take the puck away for an outside shot. Parise will try to make a pass. He will lose it back to Afinogenov. Afinogenov. Opponent defense 5. Parise will take the puck away for an outside shot. Parise will throw that at the net. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive center. Zajac will follow the rebound in. That's a 7. Goalie rating on Hedberg. 2, 7, and 9 are bad numbers. That's a 9. Score! Travis Zajac giving the Devils an early 1-0 lead, just as Philip Reynolds is first to join us here at State Farm Arena. Arena groans. Ugh. Devils needed that one to start things off here. Let's see, flipping over a couple of cards. Oh, right, actually that was from Parise. We're going to get a couple of assists here. I'm going to take Parise as an assist since that's from the flow of play. And just the 1 assist. We'll have a forwards line change, though, as the Devils come out firing here in the first period. Had a 12-0 hockey game today. In your Red Ice replay with Columbus, holy cow, though, 12-0 hockey game. That's basically a low-scoring football game. We'll bring the teams 5 2-goal results, and Johnson had 4 goals. Columbus win. Yeah, that'll do it. Nice. So how are the Blue Jackets doing in that replay? Face-offs here are +2 to Atlanta, actually. Thrashers looking to tie this game up. 16 won't help them out, though. That'll be an inferior right wing. That'll come down to Elias, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 2. MacArthur will take the puck away for an outside shot. MacArthur will try to make a pass. Passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Little. Little in the slot. That's a 7. Goalie rating on Brodeur. 7 and 8 are bad numbers. That's a 3. Save made by Brodeur. They will give that to Salvador. Salvador for the Devils. Opponent defense 9. Kubino will take the puck away, step in to hold that in at the point for an outside shot. 11. Save made over to Elias. Elias. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Kovalchuk. Uh-oh. Little's got to try to intimidate. Little will take the puck away. Little with it for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 3. That'll be an inside shot for Peverly. Salvador will try to intimidate. Salvador will take the puck away. Salvador with it for the Devils. Opponent defense 8. Kubino will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Kubino will throw that at the net from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing, if defense rating 2 or more, Elias is a 3. He will have that for a defenseman line change. 9 wins, no draws, 2 losses. Not bad for Columbus. But of course, that's only 11 games into the season. There's still a lot of hockey to go for Columbus. A lot more than there is left in this replay. Elias with it for New Jersey. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk will throw that at the net. That's a 4. Save made by Hedberg over to Bogosian. Bogosian. That'll be inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Little. Kovalchuk will try to intimidate. Kovalchuk will intimidate, take the puck away. Kovalchuk for New Jersey. Opponent defense 9. Little will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Stepping in to hold that in at the point. That's a 10. Save made over to Elias. Elias with it. Opponent defense 3. MacArthur. That'll be an inside shot for Zubris. Hainsey will try to intimidate. Hainsey will take the puck away. Hainsey with it for Atlanta. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Peverly. Peverly will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Zubris. We'll have a forwards line change as ID Jester now joins us here at State Farm Arena. Niedermeyer with it for New Jersey. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Clarkson. Kane will try to intimidate. Kane will take the puck away. Kane with it for the Thrashers. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Hainsey. Hainsey from the point. That's a 7. He will lose that over to Rolston. Rolston with it for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Bogosian. White will try to intimidate. White will fail to take the puck away. Possible penalty. We'll check the inside shot and the delayed call first. That's a 3. Save made over to Rolston. We'll check the delayed call on White. Let's flip over the right card. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's a 19, so we will have a penalty. As Jester just got home from taking the wife out for her birthday. Very nice. A 4 for the penalty. If the right defenseman is a 2 or more, he's a 4. So that'll start off being an outside shot for Reasoner. Actually, no, for Hainsey. From the point, Hainsey. Boxcars is a save. Then an outside shot for Bogosian as they work it back. Because the Thrashers are on the power play, that is a goal check on a 1 to 9. And no! Brodeur making a great save on that play will rob Bogosian. He can't believe it. Then an outside shot for Kane. Kane from the point. That's a 10. That's another save. And finally, we have an inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Hainsey for an inside shot. Hainsey in the slot. 8 is a rebound chance. Offensive right wing, if offense rating 3 or more, Armstrong's a 2. Brodeur will hold on. As Doug Sessoms now joins us here at State Farm Arena. Indeed, happy birthday, Mrs. Jester. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll take that face-off just outside the New Jersey zone. Face-offs here are even. That is a 2. That'll go over to Bogosian, and the Thrashers are off and running once again. Passing D. That'll be an outside shot for Reasoner. Reasoner will try to make a pass. Passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Armstrong. Armstrong gets into the slot with it. 4. Save made by Brodeur over to Rolston. Rolston for New Jersey. Opponent defense 1. Armstrong will take the puck away for an outside shot. He will try to penetrate against White. On a 1 to 13, Armstrong will get inside for an inside shot. That's a 9. Armstrong is inside. He's got the inside shot. 9. Save made by Brodeur over to Clarkson. Clarkson passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will try to make a pass. Inside shot for Rolston. Rolston in the slot. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Hedberg. That's a 9. Score! Brian Rolston now giving the Devils a 2-0 lead. Arena groans. Ugh. It's her birthday and you're watching hockey. I'll swallow my sarcastic retort at that. Anyway, let's see. That was from Clarkson. Actually, was that from Clarkson or White? No, I think that was actually from... It started off with an outside shot for somebody. I'm trying to remember who started it and then who had the pass on there. Okay, just looking at passing E. I think that was Clarkson. That was Clarkson to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer and Clarkson as the Devils now open up a 2-0 lead here in the first period. Late in the first period as time is ticking down. Face-off will come back to center ice. Face-offs are even right now. That is an 11. That'll go over to that'll go over to Hainsey for the Thrashers. Time ticking down here in the first. Lose the puck. Outside Connolly for Clarkson. Time ticking down. That's a 6. Save made. That'll go over to Armstrong. There's the horn to end the second period. The Devils coming out firing here as they really do not want to go home down 0-2. They're leading this game 2 by the margin that the Thrashers would be leading by the series by if the Thrashers win tonight. We'll get set for the second period of this game. A slightly word-salady way of saying the New Jersey is leading 2-0. It made sense in my head when I was going through it. But we'll let the Zamboni get things ready here for the second period of this game. It's fine, spent a few hours together, so now taking a break. Well, glad to have you here at any rate, Jester. Should be a good one tonight, although the Devils came out firing in the first period. We'll see if the Thrashers can answer in kind. Again, a 1-1 tie going to Jersey is a lot different than a 2-0 series for both teams. And if you're the Thrashers, you've got a 1-0 series lead, but you can't forget for a second that the guy in the net across from you that you're trying to put this puck by has got 4 Vezinas and 3 cups of his own. And you don't get that kind of resume and end up one of the greatest goaltenders of all time by being clueless in moments like this when your team really needs you to step up. This series is a best of 5. The Cup final will be best of 7. My hockey replay playoffs actually seem to be working well. So the conference quarterfinal, for those of you who are new and aren't familiar with how the series works, with how the playoff structure works in my replays, The conference quarterfinal round is a single elimination round. Then the conference semis are best of 3. The conference final, where we are now, is best of 5. And then the Stanley Cup final will be best of 7. I can't do 8 series on a best of 7 structure. I would be at this project. I'd be at this for the rest of the year if I was doing every series as a best of 7. So that's just a modification that I do with the playoff structure to let me take the full complement of 16 teams into the playoffs and still have it finish on a somewhat manageable calendar. The San Jose-Chicago series will also be a best of 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quick hydrate break. Checking on the phone. Just going to make sure that catches charge. We're all set here. And I have no control over who wins the series, Jester. The cards and dice, you guys are seeing the story that the cards and dice are telling in these playoffs. But let's see what story the cards decide to tell for this face-off. Face-offs are +1 to New Jersey. That is a 19. That is over to Bergfors, and we're off once again. Lose the puck, outside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Langenbrunner. Bergfors will try to intimidate. Bergfors will take the puck away. Bergfors once again for the Thrashers. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Salvador. Salvador stepping in to hold that in at the point. 11. Save made over to Kubina. Kubina looking to find an outlet. Opponent defense 3. That won't be it. Salvador will step in to hold that in. He will try to make a pass. He'll lose that right back to Kubina. Kubina trying to get it out for Atlanta. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Afinogenov. Afinogenov from the point in the New Jersey zone. 8 is a rebound chance. Defensive lefty, if defense rating 3 or more, Salvador is a 3. He will shut that down for New Jersey. Opponent defense 8. Kubina steps in, holds it in at the point. He will have an outside shot only. Kubina from the point. 9. Save made over to Zajac. Zajac, who's already got one tonight. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner will try to make a pass. Passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Parise. Parise in the slot. That's a 9. Save made by Hedberg down to Bergfors. Bergfors passing D. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for Parise. Parise stepping in to hold that in. He will try to make a pass. Inside shot for Zajac. Zajac in the slot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Hedberg. That's a 7. Score! Travis Zajac gets another one tonight as the Devils now lead 3-0. Arena groans. Ugh. That'll be Parise and Langenbrunner. And now Atlanta may be starting to wilt a little bit under the bright lights. But one more goal, and the Thrashers are probably going to have the hook ready for Hedberg. Faceoffs are +1 to Atlanta, or +1 to New Jersey, I should say. That's a 10. That'll come over to Langenbrunner, and we are off once again. Opponent defense 2. Bergfors will take the puck away for an outside shot. Bergfors will try to penetrate. 1 to 12, he'll get an inside shot. That's an 18. Green will take that away. Green for New Jersey. Opponent defense 3. Enstrom will take the puck away for an inside shot. Green will try to intimidate. Green will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Green for New Jersey. We'll lose that right back over to Enstrom, and we'll have a forwards line change. Enstrom with it for the Thrashers. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Little. Little will try to penetrate. He is a 1-13. That's an 8. Little will get inside for an inside shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive right wing, if offense rating 3 or more. Little will follow his own rebound to the net. That's a 4. Save made by Brodeur over to Salvador. Salvador, outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Kovalchuk. That's a 9. Save made by Hedberg over to Enstrom. Enstrom with it for Atlanta. Opponent defense 5. Green will take the puck away for an outside shot. Green will try to make a pass. Passing J. That'll be an inside shot. Uh-oh, for Kovalchuk. That's an 11. That's a goalie rating on Hedberg. And score! Ilya Kovalchuk puts the Devils up 4-0. Stadium barfs. Blech. Let's see. Passing J. That will be from Green. And Zubris. And that will be it for Hedberg, as the Thrashers are also going to go to 3 offense and 3 forecheckers. But that'll be it for Hedberg. The Thrashers have seen enough of him. Coming in to take over in net for the Thrashers tonight is Andrej Pavelek. And I probably just totally butchered the pronunciation of that, of his name. But yeah, the Devils coming out firing in this one. They really did not want to go back home trailing this series 2-0 and having to win 3 straight against Atlanta. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Faceoffs are +2 to Atlanta. There's still a lot of hockey to play. 13 will be superior any player. They'll give that to Enstrom, and the Thrashers need to get something going here. Let's see what they do with it. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Center, if the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Zubris is a 3. He's in alone on Pavelek. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Pavelek. 2, 3, 6, and 9 are your bad numbers. That's a 10. Save made by Pavelek. He will hold on. We'll take that face off to the right of Pavelek. Arena cheers. Well, how do I want to put this? Arena, what's the word I want? Timidly cheers. Yay! Faceoffs are +2 to Atlanta. That's a 14. That'll be inferior any player. That will go to Green. And the Devils with a big offensive zone win. Let's see what they do with it. That'll be an inside shot. Actually, yeah, that'll be an inside shot for Salvador. Kubina will try to intimidate. Kubina will intimidate, take the puck away. We'll have a defenseman line change. Bogosian with it now for the Thrashers. They need to get something going here. Opponent defense 1. White will take the puck away for an inside shot. Bogosian will try to intimidate. Bogosian will take the puck away. Bogosian for Atlanta. Opponent defense 4. White will take the puck away for an inside shot. Hainsey will try to intimidate. Hainsey will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Hainsey. 1-15, no penalty. That's an 11. Hainsey's got it. We'll play on. Opponent defense 11. That is a penalty on Mateau. 2, 3. We'll get a forwards line change, and then we'll see what kind of power play the Thrashers have, as they desperately need to score something here. Show even a little bit of fight. Let's see what kind of power play the Thrashers are going to have. Checking the left defenseman if he's a 4. He is a 4. So the first shot on the power play is actually going to be a shorthanded breakaway for Rolston. Rolston getting away alone on Pavelek. 6. Save made by Pavelek. Then we'll have an inside shot for anybody. They will give that to... they'll give that to Hainsey for an inside... no, they're going to give that to Kane for an inside shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive lefty, if offense rating 3 or more. Hainsey is a 3. He's going to have a rebound shot. That's a 5. That's a goalie rating on Brodeur. 7. Score! Ron Hainsey getting the Thrashers on the board here. It is now 4-1. Arena timidly cheers. Yay! That'll be from Kane. And just the one assist only, so Kane. Face-off will come back to center ice once I get my line change cards organized. Face-offs are even. Right card, Phoenix. That's a 20. That'll come down to Clarkson, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 9. Another penalty on the Thrashers. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. The Thrashers get hit with another one if one or more 4-rated defensive players, which we do not have. That'll start off as an outside shot for White. White from the point. That's a 9. Save made. Then an outside shot for the right wing down to Clarkson as they work it back to the Devils work it back to the point. 9 is another save. Then an outside shot for Rolston. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Pavelec. That's an 11. Save made by Pavelec. He would hold on. We'd get the face-off. Then we have an inside shot for White. White in the slot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive left wing. Kane would shut that down. Thrashers need to finish this penalty kill. Inside shot for Mateau. Mateau in the slot. Snake Eyes is a goal on a 1-10, and no! Pavelec making a great save. He will hold on as time ticking down in the power play. We'll take that face-off to the left of Pavelec. Arena timid cheer. Yay! Face-offs even once again. That is a 12. That'll go to visitor any player. They'll give that to White, and we're off to continue the second period. Lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Bogosian. White will try to intimidate. White will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. White with it for New Jersey. Passing D. That'll be passing D. He'll lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Kane. Clarkson will try to intimidate. Clarkson will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Clarkson. Ooh, that was a bad idea. 1-7, it's a penalty, or 1-7 penalty. That is a penalty on Rolston Clarkson, but it's a power play 16. And brrr, there's the horn to end the second period. Atlanta finally getting on the board, but the problem is New Jersey picked up 2 in the period to extend their lead to 4-1 as we get set for the third period of this game. The playoffs in this replay will continue tomorrow night, as we will be over at the SAP Center in San Jose, California, where the San Jose Sharks lead the Chicago Blackhawks in the Western Conference Final by a series score of 1-0. They will be in Game 2 of that series, and Chicago will be trying to learn from New Jersey's example tonight and not go back home down 2-0. Game 3 of this series will be on Thursday night. Game 3 of the West will be on Friday. As the Zambonis getting everything ready for the third period of this game. Just getting everything ready here for the third period, and hopefully you guys are enjoying a little Monday night hockey here on the channel. I know if I'm in Atlanta right now, I am not happy with Monday night hockey. If I'm a Devils fan, though, I'm ecstatic with the way Monday night hockey is going here on the channel tonight. Excuse me. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Quick drink. Okay. Making sure I don't trip and fall. Face-offs as we're set to start the third period are back to being +1 to New Jersey. Thrashers need to get something going here. That is a 20 on a +1 face-off. That'll be an inferior right wing. Afinogenov will have that for Atlanta. And we're off to start the third period. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Uh-oh, those are not good words you want to hear. Right defenseman, that is Green. He's in alone on Pavlik. That's a 7. He will lose that over to Kubina. Kubina hustling back to make a great play. Opponent defense 11. That is a penalty on Salvador. The Thrashers need to get something on this need to score on this power play. 17. If we have one or more 4-rated defensive players, we do. That'll start off being an outside shot for Afinogenov. Afinogenov from the point. That's a 10. Save made. Then an outside shot for Kubina. Kubina from the point. That's a 9. That's another save. Brodeur coming up mostly aces tonight. Then an inside shot for Antropov. Antropov in the slot. That's an 11. That's a save made. And an inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Bergfors. 5 is a goalie rating because the Thrashers are on the power play. That's a 5. Save made by Brodeur. He will hold on. And as the power play ticks off, we'll take that face off to the right of Brodeur. Arena groans. Ugh. Thrashers needed to get something there, but they couldn't. Face off to the right of Brodeur. Still +1 to New Jersey. That is a 16. That's an inferior right wing. That's up to Afinogenov, and we're off once again. Passing B. That'll be an inside shot for Antropov. Salvador will try to intimidate. Salvador will take the puck away. Salvador for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Afinogenov. Afinogenov stepping in to hold that in at the point. 4 is a goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 7. Score! Maxim Afinogenov pulling the Thrashers to within 4-2. Arena cheers. Yay! That'll be Afinogenov from Bergfors. And Antropov, right? Yes, Antropov. That is a huge goal for the Thrashers, but the question is that a salvo of defiance or the start of a comeback? The Thrashers still have a long way to go, and once again, the guy across from them is not a dope in moments like this. Will Brodeur hold, or did he just crack? Face-offs are +1 to New Jersey. That is a 3. That'll go up to Paris, and we're off once again to continue the third period. Passing F for Paris. That'll be an outside shot for Zajac. Zajac will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner in the slot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Pavlik. That's a 3. Score! Jamie Langenbrunner Just as quickly as the Thrashers score, Langenbrunner gets it back for the Devils. Arena groans. Ugh. That'll be from Parise and Zajac. As the Devils now lead 5-2. The Thrashers can't catch a break tonight. Back to center ice for another face-off. That is a 15 on a +1 face-off. That'll be inferior left wing. That's Bergfors, and we're off once again. He will lose that over to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner with it for New Jersey. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Parise. Afinogenov will try to intimidate. Afinogenov will intimidate. He'll take the puck away into a forwards line change. Little with it now for the Thrashers. That'll be passing A. That'll be an inside shot for MacArthur. Green will try to intimidate. Green will take the puck away. Green with it for New Jersey. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Peverly. Peverly from the point. That's a 10. Save made over to Zubris. Zubris with it for the Devils. That'll be opponent defense 2. Peverly will take the puck away for an outside shot. Peverly will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Salvador will get a stick in there. Salvador with it for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Center if the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Peverly's a 4. He's in alone on Brodeur. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating. That's a 7. Score! Rich Peverly getting the Thrashers back within 2, 5-3. Arena cheers. Yay! That will be from Little. That's not a 1 assist, just checking that. And Enstrom. It is now 5-3 here in the third period. Teams come back to center ice. Faceoffs are +2 to Atlanta. That is a 7 superior left wing win. That's MacArthur. And here we go. He will lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. Look at that to Kovalchuk. Little will try to intimidate. Little will intimidate, take the puck away, and we'll have a defenseman line change. Little with it now for the Thrashers. That will be opponent defense 1. Kovalchuk, that'll be an inside shot for Peverly. White will try to intimidate. White will take the puck away. White's got it for New Jersey. Passing D. He will lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Little. Kovalchuk will try to intimidate. He will take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Kovalchuk. 1-12, no penalty. That's an 18. Kovalchuk gets penalized for tripping. I flipped over the 3 cards, but a 16. We'll be checking for if all 4 rated defensive players know. So that'll be no shots on the power play. And actually, let's do the forwards line change first. But actually, we're looking at the Thrashers. Actually, we're looking at the Devils. And no, we don't have all 4 rated defensive players. So that'll be no shots on the power play. That will come out of the Devils' zone. Faceoffs are even. That is a 4. That'll come up to Armstrong, and we're off once again. Here we go. Passing B. He'll lose the puck. Inside shot for Clarkson. Hainsey will try to intimidate. Hainsey will intimidate, take the puck away. Hainsey with it for the Thrashers, trying to get back in the zone. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Center if the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more. Riesener is a 1. Niedermeyer will have that for New Jersey. Niedermeyer will lose that over to Riesener. Riesener for Atlanta. Lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. Opponent can try to intimidate. They'll give that to Rolston. Armstrong will try to intimidate. Armstrong will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Armstrong. 1-12, no penalty. That's a 6. Armstrong's got it. We'll play on. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Kane. Clarkson, ooh. Clarkson is not going to try to intimidate. Kane with an inside shot. Snake Eyes. Save made over to Mateau. Mateau for New Jersey. Passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Reasoner. Reasoner is going to throw that at the net. The Thrashers can't be picky. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offense, any player. They will give that to Armstrong for a rebound shot. 6 is a goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 7. Score! Colby Armstrong. Holy cow. We have got drama here, folks, as Armstrong has now brought the Thrashers to within 5-4. Arena cheers. Yay! Fans were starting to leave to beat traffic. The Thrashers are saying, not so fast, guys. 1 assist only. That'll be from Bogosian. Fans are saying, hold your horses, guys. We are not dead yet in this game. But we are definitely running out of time for the Thrashers here. We'll bring the teams back to center ice. Face-offs are even. That is a 12. Visitor any player. They'll give that to Mateau, and we're off once again. That'll be opponent defense 10. Hainsey will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Time ticking down here in the third. That's a 6. Save made over to White. White with it for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Kane. Kane will throw that at the net. That's an 11. Save made over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer with it. Inside, opponent defense 1. Reasoner will take the puck away for an outside shot. Reasoner will throw that at the net. They can't be picky. That's a 5. He'll lose that over to Clarkson. Clarkson with it for New Jersey. Passing E. Outside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will throw that at the net. Time ticking down. That's a 4. Save made over to Reasoner. Brrr! There's the horn to end the game. Atlanta making it very interesting there near the end of the game. But the Devils will hold on. They will tie this Eastern Conference final, best of 5, at 1 game apiece with a 5-4 victory here in Game 2. Arena groans. Ugh. Which means Game 3 in Newark at the Prudential Center will basically be a new series for the two teams. Game 3 will be to determine who takes the lead going into Game 4 and has a chance to go to the Stanley Cup Final. But that'll do it for tonight's playthrough of Strat-O-Matic Hockey for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Final in this replay. Tomorrow night, we'll be at the SAP Center in San Jose, California for Game 2 of the Western Conference Final between the Chicago Blackhawks and the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks lead the Blackhawks in that series 1-0. Wednesday, we'll continue the hockey action on the channel as we debut Hockey Blast by Play Games. I'm going to hold the matchup I've got lined up close until we're ready for that. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the official Elder Scrolls Cookbook as we make the entree, Companions Meatball Bake. Sunday, the fall campaign continues in B-17 Flying Fortress Leader by DVG. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Atlanta Thrashers come out firing in the third period of this one, but it proves to be too little, too late, as the New Jersey Devils hold on to win 5-4 and tie this Eastern Conference Final at a game apiece. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.